Peace and blessings, everybody. It's Sunday, March the 10th, the year 2019. And if you have not heard or seen the new video and song by Jordan Page called The Persecution of Schaeffer Cox, I highly encourage you to go on YouTube and find it. Just type in The Persecution of Schaeffer Cox and you'll see the new Jordan Page video and song. Really, really good. All right, so I want to go back to this. I did a 5-video series back a couple years ago about this slander and defamation book where Bill Fulton brags about interfering in the free and fair elections in Alaska as an FBI informant, which is a treasonous thing. I mean, it just goes to show you that the FBI will hire informants and they will torpedo Tea Party candidates, Christian conservatives like Joe Miller, like Schaeffer Cox, and Ted Stevens. And the FBI are the children of the devil. They have become an enemy of the American people. They need to be eradicated from the American landscape. They are the Gestapo of America, modern day America. But it's been brought to my attention that back when I did this book report, that I said something that somebody believes I need to correct. And I want to make the argument that I don't need to correct it. I said it, and the way I said it is exactly the way that it needs to be said. But before I get to that, let me also say that Stephen Skrocki got up in front of the jury in Schaeffer Cox's trial and said, you can look through all the evidence and you'll never find death threats from Bill Fulton. Never mind the death threats from Aaron Bennett or the provoking and the prodding from Hell's Angel wannabe Gerald J.R. Olson. Gerald J.R. Olson would constantly walk up to Schaeffer and say, what are we going to do if they come for your kids? Or he would sit at the breakfast table with a camera, and Schaeffer didn't even know he was being recorded by the FBI. And Gerald J.R. Olson suggested that they do a 5-4-1 plan. Forget the 2-4-1. You have an FBI informant telling Schaeffer, I think we should do a 5-4-1 plan. So anyway, let's listen to what I said in this video book report about this gay turd book, and then I want to talk about that statement. On page 79, the turd Bill Fulton says he wanted to bash in Schaeffer's head against the wall because he hated Schaeffer's moral beliefs. Okay, now, did Bill Fulton really say that? That's the question. Did he really write that in his book? I guess is more of the question. So there's no doubt that Bill Fulton threatened Schaeffer's life. He also threatened to slit Les Zerbe's throat. Not only threatened, but he held a knife. He pulled a knife on him and bleed him out at his MFing feet. And then he said, there's another statement in the audio tapes that says, oh, I was seriously going to kill him. So you have Bill Fulton just threatening to kill everybody, very proud of it. And when I said that in his book, he even brags about wanting to bash Schaeffer's head against the wall, that's the correct statement. If you go down to the comments section, somebody a year ago who goes by the name Learn54 said, this is frightening. Schaeffer is a very moral, peace-loving person. If Bill Fulton is a typical type of person being hired in police departments, good, peaceful people are in great danger. And then Bill Fulton shows up on my channel. See, they won't let me leave my book review on Amazon. Amazon constantly refused to let me leave a book review on their website. Isn't that amazing? But anyway, they'll promote baby killers and queers, but they won't let me leave a book review on Amazon. Bill Fulton leaves a comment to this guy and says, no, LOL. I said I wanted to bash my own head into the wall. Read the book. Well, let's read the book. Can we read the book? Let's do that right now. Page 79. I'm about in the middle of the page. Schaeffer just finishes speaking. So when he uses the word he, he's talking about Schaeffer. He had been in the room 2 minutes. This is Bill Fulton speaking now, talking about Schaeffer. He, Schaeffer, had been in the room 2 minutes, and I already wanted to bash my head against the wall. Now, if you just read that sentence, it sounds like I'm wrong. Like, well, Bill Fulton wanted to bash his own head against the wall. He didn't want to bash Schaeffer's. And Bill Fulton leaves this comment saying, I wanted to bash my own head, read the book. Well, let's continue to read the book. I haven't finished yet. I just put it down for a second. See, I bet Bill Fulton doesn't even know what's in the book, because I bet Jeannie Devon wrote most of it. That's what I think. But the next sentence is 2 words long. Okay? You know what the next sentence is? Or his. Or his. He's referring to Schaeffer. Now, if I said, I want to kill myself, and then if I stopped at that, it would just be me, right? But then if I looked up and I looked at you and I said, or you, I want to kill myself, or you. Now I'm threatening your life. You see how in this book, he said, let's read it again. He said, Bill Fulton, Schaeffer, he had been in the room 2 minutes and I already wanted to bash my head against the wall, or his. He is threatening Schaeffer. He's threatening to bash his head against the wall. Not only that, but he told Gerald J.R. Olson, another FBI informant, and he told Lonnie Vernon, go remember Schaeffer about the time I almost killed Les. And then he brags about the time that he almost killed Les, about slitting his throat and bleeding him out at his feet. And he said, oh, I was seriously going to kill him. You see, these guys are liars. They pervert the truth. He writes a slander and defamation book in order to ride the coattails and to make money off of the innocent incarceration of Schaeffer Cox. And while he might have gotten away with it temporarily in this satanic courtroom run by a retired deaf judge named Judge Robert Bryan, and while he might have got away with it with these evil prosecutors, Bottini, Skrocki, and Yvonne Lamore, in the court of public opinion and in the court of God Almighty, we see right through their lies. And these people will get justice. Justice will rain down like a mighty river from God, and everything that was hidden will come to the light. And that's not me threatening anybody. It doesn't that you have to be threatened by Rudy Davis. Nobody cares about me. But God Almighty sees what you did. He knows the lies that you told, and you're not going to get away with it.